Welcome to our live stream, answering all your questions. We have Dan and Jamie here for now, but Shane is joining us in about 5 minutes. He's just on the way home.
It's a stormy day in Ireland. We hope to see Shane in 5-10 minutes, but yeah.
Could get lost off the coast somewhere.
He could be blowing off the coast, yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad in my neck of the woods, but I always get it like 2 hours after you, so I'll be absolutely lashed in rain in a few minutes.
Oh, it's absolutely shocking here, like really, really, really bad. Like it's like a river outside the door.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's not good. Like
we're answering all your start sit questions here. We do have Liverpool City on in the background, so you will hear us all shouting at each other in different times if anything happens.
You may see a light against my face, and that's the telly.
But please follow us on Twitter at IFPunts. You'll find our individual handles below, our beautiful faces, and well, I wouldn't say beautiful faces, but our faces.
Yeah, I would. I'd say beautiful.
And then get your comments in on the YouTube stream as you need them for your start sits, because they're the ones that pop up in front of us. So it's easier just to comment on the YouTube stream rather than the Twitter stream. Any major start sit questions on your own team this week, Jamie, while we wait for some questions to start flowing?
No, mine's disastrous. I actually ended up the minute Taylor went out last night, I went and brought on Dion Jackson just to throw a punt at it, you know, for lack of the pun. You know, because otherwise it was kind of him or Doobs, and I don't really trust Doobs at the moment. And I was just reading there that apparently Rogers in the warm up, he's feeding his hand a bit. So I don't know if you want to stay away from the Packers today, wide receiver wise, and yeah.
I'm a bit kind of apprehensive about the Packers today. Like, I have AJ Dillon on my team, and I'm like, I see a lot of AJ Dillon questions floating around Twitter. Like, I'm not playing AJ Dillon today. He's firmly gone to my bench even with the matchup.
Yeah, I don't think you would. I don't think you start him. Like, don't drop him. I think don't go mad, but yeah, I wouldn't start him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't start a lot of Packers today, to be quite honest. But I don't think apart from Lazard or Jones, I think other than that, probably staying away from the whole lot of them.
Yeah, I don't even think in that matchup. Like, I saw Garrett Wilson questions as well, but like even with Garrett Wilson, Zach Wilson doesn't seem to really want to throw the ball to him that much.
No, I think that's the kind of other side of the ball you're kind of moving away from. The only thing you're putting in that matchup is your running backs. Other than that, I think you're staying away from the whole lot of them.
Yeah.
Unless you're stuck, you know, I would happily take, say, Garrett Wilson or someone like that.
Yeah, your roster got a bit messy very quickly there.
My mind got messy very fast.
Jonathan Taylor going out yesterday really kind of hurt a lot of people, I know anyway. But I did like a lot of people have scrambled for Dion Jackson. I didn't personally do that in any situation I had him, but I can see why people would want to do that. But the Colts offense is just so nasty.
Yeah, if I wasn't in the situation I'm in at the moment, I wouldn't have. But I'm like, look, what's I might as well take a punt at it. Just at this point, you know.
Raheem Mostert's active today as well, so that's quite good for anyone who has to get Mostert in there. But the only problem is he hobbled? We don't really know 100%.
Yeah, I think Mostert's the guy you're going to start now anyway. I don't think you're not going to start Mostert from this point on.
We've transitioned to that stage now as well, haven't we? Where like you just have to play Mostert if you're in that situation. Minnesota aren't great against the running back either, 23rd.
Yeah, I think you're playing Mostert. You have him. I'd love to get Mostert at this point. You're in a great pickup.
You're struggling a bit at the old running back position.
Yeah. But,
boys.
Oh, Seamus.
You didn't blow off the side of the coast then?
No, dude, it was close a few times though. It was fucking you'd water dragging you one way and wind dragging you the other way. It was fucking. I'm not afraid to admit it was squeaky bum time a few times on the way down.
Luckily, tips inland, I suppose. Yeah.
Huh?
Luckily, Tip is inland. Like it could be worse. You could be going on off the coast somewhere.
Do you also have the City
Yeah,
Liverpool
that's
game on
true.
the
Yeah.
background?
To what?
Do you also have the City and Liverpool game on the background while you're waiting?
No, I haven't even done a bet for the NFL yet. I've been fucking flat out rushing race and all day. So I do my bet now and then I might throw it on my phone. I don't know. I'm not in a place that has TV in the house.
I don't have any money in my betting account at the minute, so I'm going to stay away from an actual bet today.
Yeah,
We have
my
knocked
accounts
on
are
TVs now.
now empty, so I've gone back to shop betting. So, which
Oh.
is quite hard in this weather. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But I did manage to do it, so it's fine. That can get between me and the bet.
There's a few games there today that are hard enough to call, aren't they? Like
Dude,
I would, my heart and soul is telling me the Ravens are going to beat the Giants, but the Giants record, man, it's like they took down the Packers last week, and they seem to be a real good second half team. They don't shy away from being down big, like. And Danny Dimes done that without any of his receivers to Green Bay, like. Are Baltimore better than Green Bay?
They don't seem to give up a lot of points either. The Giants, they seem to kind of keep it tight the whole way through. No stupid points anyway.
So it's I don't know, like the Jaguars against the Colts. I think the Jaguars are a fantastic price against the Colts, man.
Yeah,
I
Like
haven't
that Colts offense is absolute muck, like, and fucking the Jaguars defense actually looks some way decent. So like I can't understand 21-20 and they're 1 point underdogs.
Yeah, it's divisional. Divisional is always weird though, isn't it? Like you never really know how to judge them.
Yeah, like the other one then that's catching me is the Patriots and the Browns. Like the Patriots defense played so well last week, but they're away from Gillette this weekend. Like, so I don't know what way to make out with the Browns. Like at the minute, like what's kind of
Yeah, I
the
think
general consensus
in our picks we all kind of split, didn't we, on that game, the Patriots and the Browns, because which kind of shows how messed up that game kind of is.
Yeah, the two you had the Browns, I took the Patriots.
Even then, I had to that.
Yeah, like that was a tough one for me. I went to offense over defense, I think, is what I just done with that game.
We are here to answer fantasy questions, so get your questions into us and we'll answer as many as we can as it comes in. I've just seen Salah just missed the target there, so I'm probably a little bit distracted.
Have you seen the breaking news on Cam Akers the last half hour?
Yeah, that's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, what happened to him?
The Rams are actively trying to trade him away now. The belief is that he'll never play for the Rams again.
Yeah, they came out and basically said, like, we're not going to use him anymore.
Yeah.
I fucking traded Henderson away a bit too early, didn't I?
Did you get rid of him?
They traded him for the Aaron Rodgers deal.
Yeah, I put him into the Aaron Rodgers deal, yeah. And I gave him to the guy who's like top of our whole league.
Oh, no.
So he's just out to get even better.
Oh, fuck. Who'd you trade him to?
The other Shane.
Aaron Rodgers is a backup, is the name of his team, anyway.
So no wonder we traded Aaron Rodgers away.
In fairness, I was in desperate need of a quarterback. Like, I needed someone to fill in for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Christ, he's got some running backs now. He's got Barkley, Dobbins, Henderson, and Singletary.
And Henderson.
Diggs, Metcalf, Kirk. Jesus Christ.
Every year in our league, someone ends up with a team like that. Like, someone ends up with that kind of a team. Like, I don't know how it happens. Every year.
Jeez, that's some team. Oh, well, Rob.
Eve had a team like that last year, though, and she still lost.
Yeah, but that's Neve, like.
That's you.
Same woman this year picked up three Washington running backs for about 2 weeks.
And now they can all be cut except for Robinson.
Yeah. It's like you could have just waited a week.
She got there in the end, to be fair.
Oh, any questions to our live stream?
Do I put in the Browns or do I put in the Ravens? I'm only putting in one of them because I think there's a good chance they're the games that are going to let me down.
Who do the Browns have again? The Patriots, and then the Ravens have
Patriots.
I
and
definitely
the
the
Ravens
Ravens.
have
Was the
the
Yeah.
Giants. The Giants are like that trick team though that you're just always so afraid of them. Like
I'd go Ravens.
City 1-0.
Yeah.
Who scored?
I
It
don't know,
looked
but they're
like
giving out.
Foden.
They're giving out to the ref, and yeah.
And Liverpool love the bitch
Yeah.
more.
Haaland's looking back now a bit confused as well. Allison is shouting very loudly. I think it was Foden who scored it, but I can't be sure.
Oh, they're saying it's a foul on the keeper. They're saying.
Oh yeah.
Is my screen flickering on your screen?
No.
Has it been flickering at all?
No.
No.
It just
Fuck
seems to
off. If
flicker every
anything
now
that's
and
a
then for me.
penalty to fucking City, let alone a fucking foul on the keeper. Sorry. Pardon me.
Refs in that league are just a fucking joke.
Yeah, I see Ronaldo stormed off today as well.
Is it
Yeah, he apparently got very, very angry.
he? He likes to get angry.
Yeah, lay him off. I'm not too bothered
Lay
now,
him
to be
off
honest.
where he gave $500,000 a week.
Yeah. He's earned the right to get pissed off and run off the pitch.
Oh, I think we're a bit too late with the stream today. Oh, I see what they're calling. Hold on. We need to find a sweet spot for time where people need questions answered.
See, last week it was over the Green Bay game, but I think if we're going to do this, maybe you have to do it on like a Friday night, Saturday or something before people kind of lock in teams. Sunday,
Yeah,
right before the games, people are
questions.
too busy.
I was on Twitter answering questions this morning, but there's only so many Twitter questions you can answer before you get bored.
Yeah.
Hey!
Who we got? Pick 2 to start in full PPR: James Robinson, AJ Dillon, or Travis Etienne.
Oh,
suppose
don't go with the 2. Yeah, I wouldn't take the 2 from the same team.
Yeah, no.
Split down.
Yeah.
I go Robinson, Dillon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same.
Yeah.
I just Etienne is just too small for me. He just doesn't seem to be. I did trade him away in Dynasty this week, so I'm probably biased, but I'm not. I'm just not going Etienne. Dion Jackson or AJ Dillon. I've seen this one a lot actually. I think I'd lean AJ Dillon just because that Colts offense is just muck.
Yeah. And it also isn't. Didn't they activate Lindsay as well?
Lindsay's activated too.
Yeah. So I'd stick with Dillon there.
Well, they only activated Lindsay like yesterday, so I think Jackson's probably still going to be the.
I probably will, yeah, but I'd say Lindsay's definitely going to take carries away. Don't forget to like and subscribe on Twitter and on YouTube, guys.
Follow on Twitter, you clown.
Whatever, man. It's the same difference.
You're so close.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, like it's the same thing.
Yeah, but I have to give you abuse. Like there'd be no point in living if I can't abuse you.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Right, I'll give you one. So, how Dion Jackson or Romeo Dubes?
I'd probably go Dion Jackson there just for the fact that Dubes didn't really get a whole lot of action last week. Lazar seems to be picking up a good few targets, and I kind of want to see what happens with Cobb as well today. He forced the ball to Cobb a lot last week, and I want to see is he going to stay with that. So I'm out on Dubes at the minute.
He tends to like force feed to Cobb once every 4 games, and then just completely like avoid him then the next 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's hard to tell.
Keep the questions coming in, folks. We need to talk about something.
Let's talk about. To put on your bet, Shane.
I did. I done it.
That's mine.
I took both the Browns and the Ravens.
I like it.
I said I would, but then when I clicked it, I was there like a tenner gets me just over €1,000. I was there like, yeah, I'll take that.
That's more like it, yeah.
If I could get any sort of a cash out on it, like if I can get about 200-300 quid of a cash out on that today, I'll probably take it. I'm in need of a bit of cash, so I'll probably claim that straight away.
When I was doing out our picks today, I was going through it, and the first half of the games, I was kind of like, "Oh, I've got a lot of away teams here," and you know, like in the NFL, if you have too many away teams, it's never coming in. Like,
yeah, home field advantage is like, people don't seem to realize how big of an advantage it is at times. Like, and in the NFL, it's a lot bigger, I suppose, as well, because like America is so big that like teams have to travel ridiculous distances to play. Like,
yeah. If you're on West Coast to East Coast, like 3 hours.
yeah, like it's nuts. Like time difference in the whole shebang over there. We'd be complaining to go to Croker on All Ireland weekend.
In fairness, though, I don't think the NFL players are like a tiny little crappy bus the whole way up.
Yeah.
With some owl lad absolutely pissed out of his head. Godwin versus Steelers or Sutton versus Chargers in full PPR. Already starting Lenny and Mike Evans. In that case, I'm going Sutton and the Chargers. There's just too much exposure to the Bucks there for me.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah, but the Steelers' defense is ass, man. Like, there's a good chance
they're not all
all
gonna
of
get
those
like-
boys get touchdowns today. Like,
Yeah, but that's asking a lot. To be fair, I wouldn't.
it is like, yeah, like it's probably too much for me as well. But like, I wouldn't be against starting Godwin, but I would have preference to take Sutton, but I wouldn't be against the Godwin start either. The Steelers are absolute ass. Like,
remember last week when I said Kenny Pickett and the Steelers would beat the Bills in my bold prediction?
yeah.
It was.
I said it to you in the chat. I was like, "What are you doing?" Like,
yeah, it's bold prediction.
It's bold predictions, not idiotic predictions.
Yeah, I went a bit more conservative.
Bold means
Okay.
bold means like it's like a 20% chance of coming in, not a 0.01.
Yeah, I pop mine onto Betrix is 5 and see if it's like 30-1 thereabouts, and like that's bold enough. That's fine.
I don't even know what mine is, man. I didn't even check. Here, my phone's gonna die. Why don't you check what Debo is to get 200 scrimmage yards and 2 TDs?
It's such a random,
I can check it.
random prop. I'd say Adam Thielen's good for a touchdown today. That Miami secondary is awful.
I don't think Miami secondaries is bad, man. I just think the problem they've had the last couple of weeks is they haven't had two out in the field, like, so that their defense is on the field a lot more. They're getting tired. What?
He was playing safety.
No, but like, you know what I mean? Like they can't sustain a drive with the offense, so the defense is constantly out there.
Yeah, I get you.
Boys are getting tired. Like Xavier Howard and Byron Jones, they're not bad players. Like,
Yeah,
good corners.
The only thing is, like, Tua still is out though.
Yeah, I'd say he could be back next week, but I don't know. Fantasy wise, would I start him next week? I think I'll probably stick with Rodgers and see how he goes.
We've got 12 minutes to kick off.
So I can't get 200 yards on that, Jane, for some reason. I can get 150 and 2 touchdowns. It's 40-1.
So 200 is probably like
80-1.
80-1. An extra 50 yards is probably like 60-1, I'd say.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
You could have just gone with the 150 yards. It would have been a bold enough claim.
Nah, 200, man. Stick my head out on the line. He's going to go for 100. I was going to go 100 rushing and 100 receiving. Break it down even more. But then I said, fuck that. I couldn't be arsed typing all that into Twitter.
Laziness wins out in the end.
I like it.
Plus, scrimmage yards just sounds more NFL-y. Right, boys. Yes. Oh, go on. You give us your question.
I have another question, right? Devonta Smith, Jerry Jeudy, or AJ Dillon for a flex option? Who'd you pick?
Devonta Smith, Jerry Jeudy, or AJ Dillon?
Yeah.
Probably go to Devonta Smith just in case he gets that Diggs matchup.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Cowboys defense is doing good though, man. I don't know. I want to take anyone against the Cowboys defense right now.
Yeah, it's purely because of Diggs that I'd be looking at it because Diggs will just give up yardage.
Yeah, but so like if he is a game as good as what he can play, like he might give up nothing. That's the other side of it. Like he breaks up so much passes, like he gives up a lot, like, but he can if he's on form, he won't give up anything. Like
it was AJ Dillon. Who was the other one, Jamie?
Jerry
Jerry
Jeudy.
Jeudy or Devonta Smith. I Michael Gallup too, but I didn't really think.
Do you know what? I'd probably just be a little bit biased because he's on my team and take Jeudy.
Oh, sorry, watching the match. I'd bench Dillon anyway. He's getting nowhere near it. So then,
I was thinking Devonta Smith.
I'm just taking with the lineup, man. Go for it.
PPR flex, Slayton, Cobb, or J. Rob. So that's Robinson from the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Give me J. Rob all day, every day. Slayton is ass. Cobb is unreliable, and Robinson is getting the ball.
Yep. Slayton's the only target at the minute in New York, but at the same time, I think you're getting too cute if you're playing Slayton. Like if you're betting on Daniel Jones to get you through. I know the matchup is nice, but it is just a bit too cute for me. I think I just stick with Robinson.
Yeah, I don't think he won't go anywhere near the Giants yet or ever. To be honest,
I don't want to rely on Danny Dimes at any point in my life ever.
No.
And even worse, I don't want to
The second you do, he'll burn you. Like,
totally, 100%. Like I went a bit bold at my team this week. Like I was going to stay a bit safe and play guys, but between the amount of guys I've out on bye weeks and then injuries coming in, I went with Hunt at my RB2 with Lenny RB1, but I picked up Isaiah McKenzie back from injury this week, and I'm hoping him and MVS, who also I did to my team, are going to absolutely explode tonight in that Chiefs-Bills game.
I'm playing everyone in that game. I've like given out advice for McKenzie, Juju, anyone you can get, put them in because like there's gonna be so many points.
MVS is their fucking speed guy in Kansas City as well, and I'm expecting Kansas City to go down by about 2 touchdowns at the start of that game. I think the Bills are going to come in hungry and ready, and they're going to upset early, and then we're just going to get a bit of Patrick Mahomes flicking it around by and throwing it deep, and MVS is his deep guy. That's why I played him.
Remember to subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Twitter at IF Punts. YouTube, you're obviously watching it now. Start one: Pickens, Singletary, or Walker.
Walker.
Walker,
yeah. I'm backing the upside of Walker here.
Yeah, against the Cardinals, getting all the touches. Singletary, it's just, I know we're talking about that game, but it's just like so hard with Singletary because they just don't need him at any stage. And then Pickens,
they don't run it enough.
What were you going to say?
More of a pass catcher, isn't he? He's more of a pass catcher. Like they don't run it enough.
Like last week, they just got up so much they didn't need him, and they just bring Moss in. But at the same time, like if the game's on the line and they need to move the ball, Josh Allen can just do it on his own.
Yeah, and that's kind of the problem with him. Like he's not even going to get the ball when they're well up because then they'll bring in Moss or Cook and give them carries. Like so, he's in no man's land really.
McCole Hardman for a possible 40-plus yard touchdown performance today. See, that could easily happen with Hardman because he's just like lightning in a bottle, but I wouldn't bet on it.
That's more of an MVS thing, I think.
Yeah, I'm staying well away from Hardman, as far away as possibly can be. I don't want him anywhere near any of my teams.
He just burned me too many times where I was just like, I'll put in Hardman, especially in his rookie year where you were waiting for it and it just never happened.
Yeah. Right, boys, it's time. I think it's time to wrap. 5 minutes out from game time.
Right, we've got one more coming in there. Higbee or Kittle?
Higby.
Yeah,
Higby.
I know he's been injured,
Yeah.
but I'd probably still go Higby anyway. But then again, like the 49ers do have that Atlanta matchup.
No, Higby. I'm sticking with
I'd go
consistency
Higby,
here,
yeah.
and I'm taking Higby.
I think I am as well. We just needed to get in and see what actually happened there. Oh, right. We'll hit the end button then. Thanks everyone for getting your questions in. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And hopefully you win your matchup this week.
Best
Talk
of
to you
luck.
later, guys.
Follow,
Right.
and follow is the other one, Dan.
Follow.
That's about to score. No. See you later, guys.